Well, it is the start of Season 3 with Taunton Town, but we are starting without our 2-star strikers. Welcome back to part 19 of our Zero to Hero series, where we are playing with Taunton Town in the National League, and today we have got our first 2 matches in the league against both Flyd and Dagenham and Redbridge. As I mentioned in the intro though, it is still a little bit of a sad occasion after Enoch Asante and Jaden Smith both left the club during the summer transfer window. At the end of their contracts, they didn't want to talk to us, so we are without both of our star players from last season. We did go and make some transfers to try and improve this squad and make this a team capable of challenging for those playoffs. If you haven't seen that episode, pop back and have a look at yesterday's episode. We have, since then though, made 2 more signings. The first is Ollie Harfield, a left back, just to give a little bit of cover in that position behind Jaden Sweeney, because obviously Jaden Sweeney was the only left back we had heading into the new season. So Ollie Harfield on a non-contract. We can get rid of him if we find someone better, but he is here for now. And then we've got Joe Anderson, a 23-year-old English player on loan from MK Dons until January. Can play very, very well as both a centre-back and a left-back. So really happy to have him on loan. We're not paying a huge amount of his wages either. £325 of his £1,100 a week wages. But we have only got until January, so we need to keep a little bit of an eye on that one. Heading into that first match of the season against Flyd, we have got, this is our lineup today. We've got Bevan in goal, Sweeney, Anderson, Holger and Prescott as our back four. Iwumene, I'm assuming that's how you say his name. Iwumene, we're calling him Iwumene. In our defensive midfielder slot, Turner alongside Gaspar, so our central 2 from last season. Gonzalez as our attacking midfielder behind Brown and Chiwomi. So a very new look side heading into this match today. Obviously vastly changed, especially those front 2. That was always last season. Enoch Asante, Jaden Smith, potentially as well. We obviously had Taylor Cross still in there. Apparently my assistant manager is now doing my team talks. I don't remember asking for that. It is a new assistant manager. I did mention at the end of last season I wasn't over keen on the assistant manager we had, and his contract came to an end. So I felt it was time to look elsewhere and see what we could find. We have found a new assistant manager. He looks a little bit better. We'll see if he is a little bit better or if he still does the same mad things. Exeter in this league with us now. That is crazy. I am looking forward for that match against Exeter as both an Exeter fan, and it is pretty local really, Taunton and Exeter. It's a bit like I said last season, Taunton and Yeovil, who aren't actually in this league this season. So I guess it was them and Wrexham who ended up getting promoted, which works for us because we didn't like playing against either of them. You'll remember my episode from the start of this week against Yeovil where we had a little bit of a battle against a fish. Still not over it. Turner there regaining possession and launching that one forward. That has to be offside. Leon Chiwomi has put it in the back of the net for his first goal. But yeah, miles offside. I saw that before the referee even got anywhere near his whistle. It is quite a lot offside. But at least we know he can put the ball in the back of the net. That's a good start. When he was put in front of goal, he had the composure to get it in the back of the net, despite there being no pressure from defenders because of the offside. Nonetheless, we're kind of take the positives from that. Prescott now, our new boy, bringing the ball forward into Chiwome, who is through on goal, and he has scored, and that time, that one is going to count. His first goal on his debut, and our first goal of our 3rd season in charge. That was some lovely play. Prescott there, our new boy at right back, linking with our new boy up front, Chiwome, and he has just put that one straight in the back of the net. Who needs Enoch Asante and Jaden Smith anyway when you've got Leon Chiwome? I'm probably saying his name wrong. Somebody's going to comment on this video and going, you haven't got Leon Chiwome, you've got Limin Chimomana or something similar. Brown there passing out right to Prescott, who found himself in mags of space there. Can he get across into the box? He can. Looking for Luigi Gaspar, doesn't find him, but now it is fallen to Sweeney over on the opposite side. And someone got brought down in the box. It was Chiwome again. Brought down in the box. Who takes this one? Turner. I did notice as we headed into this first match and we were kind of sorting out set piece takers, we don't really have anyone who's very good at any of the set pieces. Turner here has managed to get his first goal of the season through that penalty though, and it does put us 2-0 up against Flyde. So far, this is looking like a very, very good first match of the season. 30 minutes in and we are 2-0 up. Where were Flyde in the league last season? Were they in this league last season? I should probably go have a look at that in a minute. We'll let this highlight end. Iwomene then having a shot from range. It is sailing over the crossbar though. Flyde then, where are you? Flyde. Where were you last season? Last season? Oh, you were in the National League North last season. Okay, that's why you weren't in this league. You haven't got relegated, you've got promoted. So maybe this isn't the best indication at the moment in terms of how we're going to do this season, because they are a newly promoted side. But we'll take the positives where we can nonetheless. It is so far a very, very good match and a very good performance from some of our new boys. Chiwome and Prescott in particular looking very good in this match. Very solid, and we are very happy with it. Right, there is literally nothing going on in the way of highlights in this second half though. 67 minutes gone. Shall we make some substitutions, ladies and gentlemen? We probably should. Let's bring on Dudziak. Let's bring on Dudziak for Gaspar there in that Mazzala role, I think. And then we could bring on James Whiting as well, but we probably don't really need to. Ollie Harfield. I mean, we probably don't need to make another substitution yet. We'll just confirm that one. Otherwise, I'm making them for the sake of making them. Holgate has passed that one into Brown. Can Brown square it? He can't. He has a shot himself. It is saved. Chiwome's follow-up shot is saved as well by the goalkeeper, who played an absolute blinder there, to be honest. And Turner now going to be taking the resulting corner. Can he swing that one onto the head of someone? There is no Enoch Asante for him to swing it onto, but he tries nonetheless to find someone in the box. He hasn't managed it. All in all, not a very good corner. Holgate here now just taking this throw in as we go on the attack once again, trying to make our possession and utter dominance count today. Iwomene into Chiwome, and that one offside. Chiwome is offside once again. He does seem to be offside a lot, this lad, to be fair. I hope that isn't an indication of how the season's going to go. Chiwomene trying to get on the end of that one and not even on the ball. Connor Barrett has just brought him down. Apparently he pushed him. It looked like he stabbed him in the back. That isn't what happened according to the referee, but it is a red card nonetheless for the Flyde player, who are now down to 10 men, and we can probably just rest easy now and make some substitutions. I think Jaden Sweeney can come off then. Ollie Harfield can come on that left-hand side. And then Charlie Brown can come off, and Martel Taylor-Crosdell can come on up front. Charlie Brown then not going to get a goal on his debut, but I don't think he had a bad game either. Chiwome there, really, really deep. I'm not sure why he was that deep.
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
And we have lost possession through his pass pretty instantly. Flyde now on the attack. It's just a big ball lump forward though, isn't it? It's very non-league football. Just lump it forward and hope for the best. Holgate here bringing the ball forward. He's lumped it forward. I've just criticised the opposition doing that, and Holgate just pumped that one to absolutely no one. Almost caught the keeper out. If the keeper had not had the best first touch, maybe someone could have crept in and got to it, but I don't really think that was probably his plan. Whitmore now out to Green on the opposite flank, and it is played through. Can we stand up to this one? We cannot. Mark Cullen is going to score his first goal of the season and the first goal for Flyde. And Bevan not going to keep his clean streak. I'm not very happy with this, to be honest. Green there just played it through our defenders way too easy. That is Prescott and Holgate there. And I would expect both of them to be doing a little bit better with that. We just encourage the team, though, heading into the last 10 minutes. What we don't want to do now is go and concede a late one. Turner is apparently going to eat away as much of the clock as possible. We've got like 10 minutes to go, lad, with injury time or additional time, whatever you'd like to call it. Dudziak here got a hold of the ball, regaining possession. Over to Prescott now, into the box, trying to find Taylor-Crosdell, and it is just headed away, out for a throw-in now on the opposite side. I mean, we'll take this. Just keep hold of possession. play calmly. We'll take it. Holgate here, taking his time over this throw-in. A little bit too much time, to be honest. Iwumene now. Holgate once again with a cross into the box to Chiwome, who gets his head to it, but is not really enough power on it. It's easily gathered by the goalkeeper. As we head into the final few minutes of this tie, we are into additional time now. You'd hope that that's going to be it. And that is going to be full time. Our first 3 points of the season on the board. Thank you very much. We like that a lot. And like I said, a good couple of performances there from some players on their debuts. So I'm very happy with that. Vintage display ensures Taunton victory. Thank you very much. Chiwome scores on his debut. Really, really nice. 8.1 rating on your debut. I'll take that. On to the next one then. Dagenham and Redbridge. Is it Dagenham and Redbridge? Dagenham and Redditch? It is Redbridge. I'm not a complete moron. That one up next in 7 days' time. We might well have made some more transfers by then. Although we haven't got anyone in or out at the moment. So probably unlikely. No signings made then. No even indication of any signings being made. This is going to be our lineup for the match against Dagenham and Redbridge. We've got Bevan in goal, Sweeney, Anderson, Wakely and Prescott as our back four. Gaspar, Turner, Dudziak and Gonzalez in midfield behind Brown, and Aka Hamrich making his debut. Basically, yes, because we're trying out some different positions as we try and work out what is our best starting 11, who's going to perform this season with a lot of new players in. I think it's very important in these first matches to just have a go and sort of see who it is who's going to play well. I kind of think maybe it's going to be Brown up front. But equally, maybe it's not. For example, maybe Aka Hamrich comes in and Chiwome never gets back in the side. Seems unlikely when he scored on his debut. And it is probably a little bit harsh dropping him. I just don't feel he fits as well as the pressing forward. So we've left Brown in. Aka Hamrich, we want to have a look at him. So all of this, just rotation. We might live to regret that against Dagenham and Redbridge. We'll find out, I guess. At the moment, they're ahead on match stats 20 minutes into the match, but they have also got a yellow card. So I don't really know. Brown here into Turner. Turner does get his head to it, but nowhere near that one. I was trying to work out who Brown was. This is what I mean. So many signings. I was like, who's Brown? But Brown, obviously, our striker Brown. I don't know why I didn't click to it being him, but I didn't click to it being him. Gonzalez is having a decent game come up half time. But everyone else, there's not really a lot happening. I mean, Aka Hamrich, as we can see on a 6.3, he's coming off at half time. I have seen enough that Chiwome can come back on after scoring on his debut. Maybe he can be the difference maker this afternoon. But Aka Hamrich, just not it on his debut. Nothing in the way of highlights. Hasn't scored a goal. Finished the game at half-time on a 6.3. Definitely time for him to come off and we try something a little bit different up front. Still, though, no highlights. What's going on in this match, then? Why aren't we getting anything? Little bit concerning. No one's having a particularly bad game. And equally, this is a problem this season. We haven't really got anyone on the bench that we can bring on as a bit of a superstar power to make a difference. I mean, Martel Taylor-Crossdale would have been one, but obviously playing Aka Hamrich up front today, we didn't have him on. So obviously unable to do that. I mean, we can bring Iwumene on as a Mazzala there, I guess. We kind of try that. Gonzalez is going to be staying on the field. And maybe Charlie Brown could come off, but we don't have anyone to bring on for him. Holgate, Harfield and Whiting. None of those fill me with a lot of confidence. I mean, let's bring on Holgate instead of Wakely in the centre of the fence. But again, this does involve us going ahead. It does involve us actually having some highlights and it being us on the ball when we have them. Dagenham and Redbridge here have got a goal though through Josh Kay. We're going to go attacking. It looks like, yeah, the goal isn't going to stand. We're going attacking anyway. We need to get something out of this match, really. This is a sort of team this season we need to be beating. They finished 18th in our league last season. We finished 12th, question mark. But we were right up there for the majority of the season. So I definitely feel this year, these are the sort of teams we need to be beating and picking up points. It doesn't look like it's happening today, if I'm honest. Gonzalez, though, has played a nice ball into the box there for Chiwome to try and get on the end of. And now this one has just been launched forward for Captain Sturridge. The goalkeeper's come out. It's all gone a little bit nuts. The goalkeeper came out. Captain Sturridge got a flag for offside. And that is the end of the match. Some good performances from these three here. Anderson, Gaspar and Turner. But no one else did a lot. It's a little bit annoying. I would quite have liked 3 points there. We'll take 4 from our first 2 games, though, I suppose. It is better than nothing. Akahomic making his debut is what we're pointing out there. And Dagenham and Redbridge in disallowed goal controversy. Yeah, maybe. Obviously, this is going to be the concern this season, is games like that where we haven't scored a goal and you kind of sat there the entire time. Would Jaden Smith or Enoch Asante have scored one of those? Very possibly. We're going to play through a little bit more of this season. We'll probably come back somewhere towards the start of October. Or maybe we come back for Aldershot and Bromley. I guess we'll decide closer to the time. We don't play X until November. So maybe we come back against Harrogate, who offered us a job last season. And maybe Eastleigh. If you have enjoyed today's episode, though, please do drop a like down below. And thank you very much for watching.